This is episode 2312 of the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Meckley and welcome back. We are at day 7 of our series we've been exploring this week, to look inward. This has been a special series because you heard from one of your fellow meditators directly. And I've heard from many of you letting me know that you really liked hearing someone from the other side, the same side you're on, listening to the podcast. And for me, it was fun too, because I was able to also meet a fellow meditator and hear how meditation has made a difference in her life. So I want to thank Kristin Kneubauer so much for sharing her journey and for getting a little vulnerable. I know that's not always easy. So in today's episode, I always say that the final episode is what I consider to be the pivotal episode in a series, because it's the time to look back over how you lived your life, going back through your week in review, starting from now, this very moment, and going back in reverse through your week, noticing those high points that happened. It could have been something that was difficult that you struggled with. It could have been something that created unbelievable joy or peace. Notice how your week went. All of your experiences are important. So the mudra for this week represents very much this theme of looking inward. The Jnana mudra, where you touch your index finger to your thumb, creating a circle. And then you place your hands with your palms upward, doing this with both hands, on your lap. You can always see this on Instagram. I have been doing Instagram stories every day, sharing the journal prompt for you there, because I know there are many journalers out there, and I like to take you behind the scenes of my own meditation ritual and also coach you throughout the week. And this way, I hope that you're able to glean so much insight and inspiration from each weekly series. I'm already preparing tomorrow's episode, where we launch into a brand new series for you. So I can't wait to share that with you. You'll have to click on tomorrow's episode to hear all about it. Well, in your final episode, day 7, you're going to go through your week in review. And I want to share with you a final quote from Aesop's Fables. This is Kristin's favorite book, and she selected each quote. She also selected the week's theme. She selected the challenge and all the meditation techniques. So she put a lot of thought into what she thought you might enjoy. And so if you'd like to reach out to Kristin, she was very generous in sharing her email. Her email is kneubauer1, that's the number 1, at gmail.com. So it's KNEUBAUER1 at gmail.com. She's not on social media, but she does have this email address that you are welcome to reach out to her with. So here is the final quote that Kristin wanted to share with you. She says, this quote has always meant a lot to her. She said that she's a pretty calm person by nature, but sometimes, just as with anyone, something will happen and really trigger her. So she remembers this quote: "It is wiser to hear a single injury in silence than to provoke 1,000 by flying into a rage." It is wiser to hear a single injury in silence than to provoke 1,000 by flying into a rage. And this is from The Bear and the Bees. So this is a great quote to remember these days because there are so many things triggering us. We're all feeling a little more sensitive as we continue to go through a pandemic. And there's some trauma involved in enduring a pandemic because we don't know when it will end. And we've already been enduring this for over a year. So your tensions may run high. You can see that clearly in the news. And in fact, Kristin works as a journalist for Reuters. So she is well aware of high tension these days. So as you get ready to settle yourself down to meditate, I encourage you one final time to reflect on this week's challenge, where you ask yourself the question, if I could do anything in life, what would it be? What would you do if you could do anything in life? Kristin asks herself this on a regular basis, and it has spurred her on to pursue pretty big ambitions. So as you settle yourself down, straightening your spine, closing your eyes, gently elevating them upward, see if you can begin to notice a little more peace simply by being right here, right now. Notice how this triggers your brain to begin to open up to meditation. Mentally affirm, peace flows through me. Peace flows through me. Begin to feel at one, connected with the river of life, the current of life. You're not separate. We are united, each of us. We might feel as though we live in different worlds or we're separated, but we're not. We're all living on this planet, experiencing the full range of human emotions that we all experience, each in our own way. How will you manage your emotions? Reflect back over your week and bring to mind those moments that were difficult. Maybe you felt something was unfair, or you did something that you regret. There's no judgment because it's simply awareness of how you lived your life and improving, thinking about what you would do differently next time. Perfection is not the goal of meditation. Awareness is the goal. Sometimes you relate better to life the more you feel you've made mistakes. Now bring to mind your big wins this week. When did you feel truly happy or uplifted? Did you do something that made this world a better place? Maybe you gained clarity on what it is you want in your life. Maybe you were able to look inward and it revealed to you a new aspect of who you are. Celebrate these moments of your life. You've earned them. You've worked so hard for them. Now allow yourself to settle down and meditate a little longer today, immersing yourself in stillness. I want to thank Kristin Kneubauer for sharing her journey this week, and I want to thank you for showing up for yourself. I have so enjoyed sharing this week's Looking Inward series with you. You are so worth slowing down for.